Well then, a male feminist social justice booktuber has now been accused of something pretty heinous by Naomi King, who's another big YouTuber. This is getting crazy, going mega viral, and it is just getting started. As we've got all the talking points here so we can distill this down for you, the woman actually made like a 35-minute video. I'll give you all the information you need in 10 because it's like, what was that writing excuse podcast? Because we're in a hurry. Wait, you're in a hurry and we're not that smart. Yeah, that's right. Something like that. You guys remember the good old days of book podcasting? If you do, leave a comment. My name is John Arroz. Please hit the like and subscribe button as we talk about all things in science fiction and fantasy. This is huge news. Daniel Greene, the fantasy news guy, is now accused of sexual assault by YouTube musician Naomi King. I'm a fantasy book writer myself. I write clean fantasy, so if you enjoy good swashbuckling action and adventure, come check this out, guys. For Steaming Country is the first book of the adventures of Baron von Monocle. The series is about an airship crew that goes out fighting monsters, questing, fights in a war. It's really, really fun stuff. I'd love for you to check it out today. It's available on ebook, print, and audio. Grab all 6 books. It builds up so nice. You're going to absolutely love this if you love fantasy. Thank you guys so much for making this book such a huge success and being here. It's in the description below for you. Thank you again. All right, so booktuber Daniel Greene has been accused of sexual assault by YouTube musician Naomi King, with a viral video of the singer detailing cease and desist letters sent from the purveyor of fantasy news. So if you have seen who Daniel Greene is, whoops, wrong spot. This is Daniel Greene. Daniel Greene is I thought I had it pulled up, guys. I always do this. Huge YouTuber. He's got over 500,000 subscribers. Oh, my gosh, this is pulling up and has a what is this channel sort of deal, as a lot of people do. And he talks about books. He talks about a lot of stuff, really into Brandon Sanderson, the big typical mainstream fantasy topics that you see a lot of the time. And that is, he's been building this up over a long, long time. Naomi King is this woman here. She's a musician. She does a lot of cover music, kind of a degenerate person as well. And this is her channel, which has 131,000 subscribers. So you see, this is like battle of the big YouTube clout right here going on. Now that she's put out a new viral video, which details a cease and desist letter that was sent from the purveyor of fantasy news back in 2023. So in 2023, viewers noticed a pause in his uploading content around May when he posted to his community tab. He said, "I will be stepping away from the channel and social media due to mental health concerns. Regularly scheduled videos will be on pause. Thank you for understanding." This is right after what her account, where she details in this video, "I received a cease and desist from Daniel Greene," where apparently this weird Vegas trip happened where they met up together in Vegas. Don't go meet up with people in Vegas, my friends. It's degenerate just to do that to begin with. Oh, my gosh. You'd think it'd be easy enough. She says that he sexually assaulted her at the time, and then he threatened to wipe her off social media. She says, "If I disappear, you'll know who did it." And she posts some screenshots from the Mullen Law Firm where she received a cease and desist letter. Now, this is not when he took his vacation. This was his first vacation, according to his commenter who did the community tab. And that was right after the alleged assault. Now, when she posted that, he took that. And then she got, a couple months later, a cease and desist letter. And he took another hiatus at that point, saying, "I know this is horrible timing with the Kickstarter going live tomorrow, but I need to go on hiatus again for mental health concerns. I came back too soon. Thought I could at least last until the Kickstarter was done. Unfortunately, that's not the case. I'm needing critical help. There's an announcement video on Kickstarter going live tomorrow. That will be the last post for me for the foreseeable future." So he took these 2 breaks around this time in 2023. Now, King talks about her situation, and she said that she made a video at the time where she talked about a situation, and she detailed a situation, but did not name names, did not imply it was him, did not give any identifying information, and that's when she received the cease and desist letter. So he was watching her content. He was like, "This is about me," and panicked because of the situation. And so she has this video from 2023 where she talks about being sexually assaulted, and she thought it was a friend, et cetera, et cetera. And that's that. This new one, that's a very long video as well. In this new one, she kind of gives all the details of what was going on with it. She said the video is called "A Conversation About Manipulation, Consent, and Assault." And then she started detailing the allegations. So she said in her original video that he was a friend who turned out not to be a friend, and he assaulted me, and that I've been in contact with the person who said he assaulted her. So there's multiple people involved here. She knows of other situations where this guy allegedly assaulted people. It's got eerie similarities to me to the way Neil Gaiman's accused of acting with people like Scarlett Pavlovich, where she was supposed to be a nanny. She was supposed to show up, and he's like, hey, get in the bathtub. And then weird stuff starts to ensue from there. This woman also reveals in her new video, at the time, the C&D letter was sent threatening her for, quote, slander and defamation unless she took the video down. Again, he assumed this was about him, and that seems to be where this is all about. And so she refused to take the video down and never heard back at the time. After what happened to me in Vegas, she said, I reached out to his partner, that's his fiance at the time, and she contacted that woman about the alleged assault. Yikes, what a messy situation here. But again, just don't do degenerate stuff, whether this is assault or not, or whether it was just like him cheating. Either way, just don't do that kind of thing. She calls Greene a lying piece of S, and she said, I needed her to know that I didn't want it. I needed her to know that he was sober and wide awake, and I was half asleep and on drugs, which he knew. So apparently, he was texting with her. She said, you can bring me a cup of coffee if you want to talk. And he said, oh, we don't have to talk. We'll just sleep. So again, this is a situation like Neil Gaiman where he just says that he cuddled in the tub, where he just wanted to come cuddle and sleep, I guess. Lots of cuddling going on with these male feminists. Very weird. And so he turned up at midnight, allegedly, according to her, sober, where he pressured her into sexual things, and she said that they actually had an agreement beforehand that such things would not happen. She says, he shoved my tongue in his tongue in my mouth, and then she goes into graphic detail about the situation, and again, it gets weird. He doesn't end up having any real intercourse with her, but ends up, allegedly doing the deed on top of her. Himself. So weird stuff. It's always like this. What didn't Harvey Weinstein do that like into a planter or something like that? I mean, it's always weird with this situation. It's never these degenerates, I swear. Whatever. So allegedly. King alleges later in the video there are other allegations made against Brian Greene. On her video, she shows a censored screenshot where the alleged other woman accuses him of raping her in summer of 2016. And this is the screenshot. It says, Daniel Greene is a rapist. He raped me in the summer of 2016. He's a YouTuber now with hundreds of thousands of followers. Please do not follow him. He uses social justice issues on his own for his own gain as a white straight man. He did many things to me without my consent. Then he raped me and left me to leave his father's house bleeding. F you, Daniel. F you, F you, F you. Feel free to reblog. I don't care anymore. I can't handle holding it in. So this is a second situation. I don't know if this is the one that she referred to or if there's a third situation involved with that. It's a really weird situation. Also really weird that King is contacting his current girlfriends, and then the past situations with this. It's like this woman's steeping into drama intentionally on this level too. Really ugly situation all the way around. Now, Daniel Greene did jump on the Neil Gaiman controversy about 2 weeks ago. He was silent on it like most of the media because he's a shill media access guy like we see all the time. All he does is promote like the mainstream big leftist fantasy books from Tor Books and the like. It's like roll your eyes. And of course, so he said nothing when it first came out. But on this one, he did just briefly touch upon it in a video, despite titling it, The Neil Gaiman Gets Canceled. He says, good on Dark Horse Comics at the time. Of course, just jumping on whatever popular thing is happening at the time. This happens so much. Now, the reason it came across our feed was from John A. Douglas, a great YouTuber himself. If you don't know him and his great fantasy books, thank you, John, for sending me the tip here, which came from Our Fantasy, which talked about this as well. The person who posted Our Fantasy says, it breaks my heart that this happened to her and possibly others. I didn't think I'd ever see this happen, especially after his coverage of the Neil Gaiman situation. Her video is a hard watch, but here it is. And that's what we know so far. Daniel Greene has not commented or made any other deals about this. I looked and saw his videos. Last thing was 5 days ago where he said what 4 writing books taught me. And here 10 days ago on his community tab, had a wonderful chat over on the second channel about Wind and Truth. This is the Brandon Sanderson new book that features a bunch of graphic homosexual stuff to it and weird stuff going on this level. So this is it. This is a big booktuber crumbling down today because of a 2023 bad Vegas trip Oh my gosh, ugly stuff, and this is what the mainstream industry seems to be doing. Reset the clock for the male feminists, my friends. Happens all the time. What do you think about this? Leave a comment down below. Love to hear from you. Hit the like and subscribe button. So weird and so close to the Neil Gaiman situation. It's like, wow. Please check out some great fantasy right here. This is clean fantasy, good stuff. It's a 6-book series. You'll love it. Swashbuckling adventure. It's in the description below on ebook, print, and audio. Thank you guys for watching.